Kahala Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, salutation, I am doing this work in truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth. All right. I just want to do this lesson, going into these Babylonians and this economy, all right, breaking down, all right, and tearing down, all right, these Babylonians, man. Okay, because they have so much hope in this place. They trusted in it. They trusted in the devil. All right, meaning you Israelites. All right, and you thought Esau built a system that was impenetrable. All right, how Tyson said. What Tyson said? Impregnable. Okay, and you put all your faith, and your hope in it. All right, you set up your Roth IRA, your 401k. All right, you got your pension from the job. All right, you thought everything was gonna be peachy, man. Okay, and here's reality. All right, a prophecy to slap you in your damn face. Look at let me see, look at UPS, man. I remember when they first announced. They had first announced that those UPS, delivery drivers gonna be making over six figures. Shit, Jake was high on the horse. You know, because a lot of Jakes do UPS delivery, but also a lot of Edomites do it too. You know, you had the Jake, the RDC World. He made the fucking skit with the UPS delivery driver. He come up with a goddamn Rolex on and shit. You know, popping big shit. And look what's happening now, man. All right, they offering your ass a package. All right, and it's best that you take it. Okay, it's a judge gives UPS green light for 150K buyouts to drivers. Okay, because they about to get rid of your ass, man. Okay, ain't no security, ain't no guarantees in Babylon, man. Are you freaking crazy? You know? Are you out of your damn mind? Don't you know this nation is ran by the devil? All right, an Amalek, wicked, usury having ass. So if they giving them 150K buyouts, no matter, it don't even matter your seniority. You could been working there for a year, 6 months, and they already offering you 150K. So what does that show you that that these drivers are making and shit? They're making some decent money. Okay. And they plan really is to replace these drivers. Replace them with scabs, which a scab is like when you have a union layoff, that's a worker that comes in and gets paid, way less than you, damn near half, of what you making. All right. And they replace you and the corporation moves on, man. All right. Because all these unions, in America, which is cool to work with a union, when you when you're working, but down here in the South, it ain't no unions. Unions are pretty much damn near banned, in the state of Texas, man. State of Texas is at will, you know. So you get dogged out in them southern states, but up in the Midwest and up north and in the West Coast, they got a lot of unions and shit like that. Them unions are about to fucking collapse, man. All right, your securities and all this shit is done. Okay, they're gonna replace your ass with with AI and robotics, okay, or they just gonna replace your ass with people that'll work for cheaper wages. That's how Esau's full of shit, with this immigrant thing, man. Okay, you can never get rid of the with a collapsing economy, with hyperinflation, you can never get rid of the need and demand, for illegal, citizens, man. Well, illegal migrants, to fill the gap. All right, to be that middleman, okay, that undercuts the U.S. citizen. All right. So yeah, man, these people are down bad. Okay. And I had that one on the housing bubble, because these people are sitting in these houses. These houses are going up in value, but at this point, who the fuck can buy the house except for BlackRock? Okay. And then when a private buyer, comes up and sends an offer and shit, the owner deny that shit. The motherfucker want exactly what they asked for, or like $5,000 less, man. Because these people are fucking entitled. All right. They thinking shit, it's time for me to cash in. I done put in all these years of work, I done put my kids through college. I'm about to retire. Shit, it's time for me to relax. Nope. Right when you think it's time for you to relax in Babylon and go on your fucking cruises, all right, and go to Jamaica and all this bullshit in Cancun, hey, there it is. The Most High gonna zap your ass. Okay, and a lot of you, man, that's what I'm saying. A lot of you dudes and you women that invested in this place for decades, yeah, it's been working for 5 decades and shit. You thinking you about to retire to the great beyond. Yeah, you going to the great beyond, all right. Yeah, it's gonna be in the spiritual realm, man. Okay. It's Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6. Ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but you have not enough. Ye drink, but you are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes. Okay, so in this captivity, no matter how hard you work, how many hours you fucking do, you know, no matter how much you try to save and invest, things always seem to go awry here. All right, and that is because we are in our captivity. Okay, we weren't sent here, all right, to ball and parlay. All right, we weren't sent here to have ownership and dominion. Okay, we were sent here to this wretched country, all right, to Babylon to be punished, man. All right, for our iniquities, for our rebellion, all right, to the Most High Power, man. Okay, ain't a goddamn vacation. Okay, and that's what you Jakes don't understand. You think that you a goddamn American, man. All right, that you entitled to a good time. You ain't entitled to no fucking good time, man. All right, this is the land of our freaking captivity. And it shows that it's our land, the land of our captivity, because as much as Esau hate us, he not kicking Jake out of America, man. When does that happen? You know, it ain't fucking happen, man. All right, because he knows that Esau them at least know that the Most High has you in our hand right now. You know, and not saying that he got the hand to punish the spirit, just saying that the hand to oppress us. You know, to grieve us. To treat us unfairly. All right, to give us those names, those bywords, man. Okay, but that's all I had. I pray this lesson is edifying and shalom.